Hi guys, we're back at Smash Fishing. It's currently 2 AM in the morning. We're going out foraging for clams, lobsters, or any species we can catch on a shrimp net. So stay tuned, it's Smash Fishing, baby. Woo! Look at the size of that sponge. Big orange ones. The sea lemons eat all this sort of sponge. I think that's why they get their orange colour. The rainbow rack this time of year is something else. Look at that, it's almost luminous. You don't need no UV lights for this one. It's almost like you're on Avatar land. Oh, I got him. Look at this, guys. I think this is the 15 spine stickleback. That's a really fat one as well. I bet she's pregnant. Look at that, what a cool fish this one is. We usually find these round spring. Oh, chill, chill, chill. And you can see all the little spines on the top of its dorsal there. What a cool little creature this one is. We usually find these when we start finding the bigger pipefish. It looks like this one's been attacked by something. But really cool little paddle tail. Awesome little species. Let's get it back. What a cool little fish that one is. Really docile they are. Just drop the stuff off here. Got my bag and my tripod and the bucket. That's for the gaper clams later if we can find some. But at the moment we're going out with the good old net and the hook. And hopefully we can find some creatures. There's a bit of a horrible wind, so I'm going to try and keep my back to the wind the best I can and see what we can find. Some good sized prawn there. Not a monster. Looks like a female, but lovely little prawn. Keep seeing a few of these, but they're not monsters by any means. They're just very pretty. I love all the little lines on them and stuff. Looks amazing. There's a little sand eels down here as well. It's a lovely sized lady crab. It's the first thing I've seen in this pool yet. Usually it's teeming with life. So hopefully as that tide goes down a bit more, we can start pulling them out. Look at that, lovely sized lady crab. We're not interested in eating any of these tonight. If we find a big spider crab we might, but we don't want no lady crabs. It is so blue. Oh. That is probably the softest lobster I've ever found. It is so blue. I spotted it from a really long way. It was just trying to creep its way out because the tide's going out a long way. So trying to find himself some shelter. But that would have been a keeper lobster if it was hard, you know. I'm going to give him a head start. So here we go, guys. We're at the really deep part now. So this lobster can go back. There you go, buddy. Back she goes, safe and sound. That's it, start walking, because you're going to be bait for a big bass, that. If only that lobster was hard, eh? That would have been a beast. But that thing was so jelly-like. It's unbelievable. That has literally just molted today. Had to have. That's the thing about springtime. That's why you don't want to be too rough getting lobsters out of the holes. Because when they're like that, you would just chew them up and then kill a lot of lobsters. So you got to be very careful. Just outside the tide range here, guys. Look at this little beauty. Trying to outrun the tide. Look at that, tiny little lobster. Right down there I can see a little brown crab. Everything's just trying to escape this really big tide running out because I'm in a huge gully at the moment. Look at that, nice little male there. You'll be alright down here, buddy. Oh, the lady crabs at the moment are absolutely gigantic. Can't get over how big some of these are. Nice to see though. Got another little lobster here, guys. Little baby one. He seems quite soft as well. Must have molted recently. He's like semi-hard, this one, but he's still a bit... You can always tell if they've just shed because they're very like dull colour, like very translucent almost. Great to see nonetheless though. Another Larry down. Back in your hole you go, my friend. I'm really astounded that there's no spider crabs around yet. Usually on a big tide like this you'd be finding loads of spider crabs. I haven't found one. It's quite surprising. I really thought we might find some tonight. Hey ho, we will prevail. It's a big shoal of fish just here, guys. Oh, I missed one. They're jumping around all over the shop. Oh, I missed him. Oh, I missed him. Oh, I got one. What are they? They're right in the weed brush. Oh, there we go. Little tiny baby mullet. Look at that. They're absolutely minuscule. Nice to see though. They're right in the weed patch here, just jumping around. And there's loads of them. Awesome to see. Probably trying to hide out the way of all the bass. Heading our way down to the clam bed now, guys. We weren't finding a lot over there, but it's been a great foraging around here. I haven't been here in quite a while now. It's got to be about 3 months. So it's nice that the lobsters are still around. Some big ones molting. That's what you want to see. There's a sand eel. When you hit the ground you'll see a big squirt of water come up, and all you got to do is just literally just dig your way down. But you got to be very careful because these are quite sharp. They will cut you. And the reason I haven't brought my fork with me today is because I didn't want to break any of them. You just got to keep going down until you start finding the clam. And there you go. When you find it, what you're doing is digging your fingers each side of the clam, working your way down until you can loosen it. And like I say, you have to be very careful doing this because it will damage your hands if you're too rough. And look at that, lovely sized clam. The good old gardening gloves have come out. I forgot I had these. I put these in my bag because of that octopus I found. If I found another one I could get behind it and pull it out. They're going to be good for this. Time to dig down. There we go, guys. You can see the top of the clam just here. Give it a little wiggle, nice and gently. Pull her out. Nice. Nice bit of meat in there. That's what we want. Excellent bait as well. On to the next one. There we go. You can always tell them from the razor clams because, oh, there's a sole. Where's he gone? There he is. Look at that. This is a really small flatfish called a sole. Look how pretty that is. Awesome little creature. So well camouflaged as well. Look at that. Walking along the sand, you would never know that was a flatfish. The cool thing about them as well is how fast they can bury themselves straight into the sand. But check that out, look. There we go. Such cool little creatures. Right, let's get our clam. stick down the side of it. Oh yeah, that's a good one, that one. That's a lovely big clam. What a giant. Hello Mr. Soul. I'll tide me up soon, mate. What I could have done with this is brought a little gardening spade with me. That would have been a good idea. But hey, can't complain. I don't want too many of these. Just enough for a feed, really. Oh, it's amazing how strong that suction is from the sand. Try and pull these out. They've also got a relative, these the geoduck, that grow a lot bigger. Now these are soft shell clams or GAPER clam. Nice, they're 4 down. Come here, big boy. Ah, golden money, baby. God, you wouldn't believe how deep some of these clams really go. And you think their siphon, this is about 20 inches under the sand, or about 18 to 20 inches, and that siphon comes all the way to the surface. That's amazing. Come on, buddy. Oh, that's a beauty. That's a really big clam, that one. That's the ones you want. So you think that siphon, when they're sitting up like this, that goes all the way up about that long. It's crazy how far that would actually go. And what I've been doing as I go, guys, just been filling in the holes just to make sure no one goes tripping in them, and we're ready for action. Look at that. That's a big old clam. I think that will do it, guys. These bigger ones are harder to get out because there's so much more suction. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash all these off now, get some fresh water in here so I can purge these clams out, and tomorrow we'll give them a good cook up. Got a good healthy dose of clams there. You want that water as clean as you possibly can, so when they purge out there's no sort of rubbish in it, just like that. Nice fresh seawater. That's beautiful. A little bit more water in there and these clams will purge out nicely like that, ready for eating. It's now 4 in the morning and we're on our merry way home. Roll on bedtime. Lovely clams. What I'm doing now, guys, I'm going to put them in this bowl here. I'm going to put the fresh water in and then we're going to purge these. I'm going to take this one out because as you can see it's got damaged and that's not what you want. So just get as much of the fresh water out as you can. And that's it, guys. Just stick those in the fridge, let them purge out. As you can see, there's grit already in there. Some of that will be from the clams, some will be from when I was foraging. There you go. Ready for tomorrow. Back in the kitchen now, guys. We've got our clams here. They've been purging for quite a while now. As you can see, this is the bit we're going to be eating today. So how I want to dispatch them quickly is just run a knife straight down there. That will dispatch it very quickly. And then what I want to do, I want to keep all of the guts and the inners. And the bit I want is this funnel. So all I'm going to do is take the funnels off, and then you can de-skin them just like so. Peeling that straight off. Beautiful. And that's the bit we're going to be eating today. And all of this is very valuable as a bait. This is ideal bait for bass and gilthead bream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the rest of these now, then we're on to cooking. So I've got all the siphons taken off now, and all I've got to do is there's a film on top of them. You can blanch these in boiling water and then put them into an ice bath, but I don't have time for that today, so what I'm going to do is just nip the end off like so and open up the siphons, making sure there's nothing inside. You can just run your pair of scissors straight in there, just like so. And as you can see, there's quite a hefty piece of meat there. It's quite thick as well, and I'll probably give that a little scrub. Just going to get all of them done now. As you can see, you got that little layer of film that just pops off, and then you can that looks dodgy. And then you can cut the end off. Job done. As you can see, we've actually got quite a lot of bait out of that. That's a whole fishing trip in itself right there. Very nice. So we got the food, we got the bait. Beautiful. Got some flour here, guys, and what I'm going to do is put some smoked paprika in there, big dose of that, some sea salt, and some black pepper. Beautiful. Give that a good mix around, and then that's all we're going to do with these today. So we're just going to flour them, give them a fry up, and just see how they taste when they're like this, because this is the first for me. Just give them a light dust in there, and there we go. It actually doesn't look too bad, you know. Let's see how that fries up. I'll just get the rest on now, guys, and we're on to cooking. Got our clams here. I'm going to treat these like any other clam. I'm not going to cook them for very long whatsoever. And we'll see how they turn out. I'm really curious what these are like fried. Never know. It could be delicious. There's only one way to find out. When you fry them like this, it's really interesting. They actually smell like fish. They don't smell like clams at all. It smells a bit like when I fry up pollock or something like that, or bass. It smells just like it. Really strange. These are looking absolutely delicious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them off now. I don't want to overcook these, so I don't know if they're going to go chewy or not. They're very well tenderized, so I doubt it. They almost look like chicken strips. Really interesting. That does not look half bad, that. That looks pretty good. Got some sweet chili sauce. We'll go sit down and give these a try. Time for the taste test. Just going to try a bit on its own. Oh, you can see that's delicate. Tastes very similar to Orma. Same consistency as well. That's different. That resembles Orma quite significantly, that does. That's probably the closest resemblance to an Orma that I could think of. If anyone wanted to try an Orma, try GAPER clam valve. Oh, sweet chili sauce. That's really interesting. It's sort of stringy. Where the valve comes up like this, it's made up of a lot of different little stringy parts. But with the tenderizing, that makes it delicious. Last time I ate this, I boiled it and it was like a rubber boot. It wasn't worth eating. But like this is a different story. That's really surprisingly good, that is. Yum. That is really close to Orma in taste. That'd be nice, and a nice roll with a bit of sauce on and some lettuce. That'd be delicious. So I won't leave you any longer, guys. This was an interesting one, something new. Definitely surprised me. So if you like the video, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. If you want any merch, links in the description. It's Smash Fishing, baby. Woo!